In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth, and he looked upon his creation and saw that it was good. Genesis 1:1. Imagine the vast expanse of the universe, the twinkling stars, the radiant sun, the magnificent mountains, and the tranquil seas. All of these were carefully crafted by the same God who promises to protect his chosen ones. His love for his creation is immeasurable, and his commitment to our protection is unwavering. Let's take a stroll down memory lane, back to the Garden of Eden, where the story of humanity begins. Here, Adam and Eve lived in perfect harmony with God, their creator, but even after they succumbed to temptation and fell from grace, God's protective hand remained on them. He could have abandoned them in their disobedience, but he didn't. Instead, he clothed them, symbolizing his continued care and protection. This is the same protective love that God extends to us today. Despite our shortcomings and mistakes, he never withdraws his promise of protection. His love is not conditional on our perfection, but is a gift freely given to us, his chosen ones. God's promise of protection is not a fair-weather promise. It's not a promise that wavers when times get tough or when we falter. No, his promise is steadfast, unchanging, and eternal. It's a promise that was there in the beginning and will be there until the end of time. So, as you navigate the journey of life, remember this. The same God who watched over Adam and Eve, who covered them in their shame and forgave their disobedience, is the same God who watches over you. He knows your name, he knows your struggles, and he promises to protect you. God's promise of protection started in the Garden of Eden, a promise that extends to his chosen ones today. No matter what you're facing, no matter how daunting the challenge or severe the storm, remember that you are under the protective wings of the Almighty. You are his chosen one, and he will always protect you. When you pass through the waters, I will be with you, and through the rivers, they shall not overwhelm you. When you walk through fire, you shall not be burned, and the flame shall not consume you. Isaiah 43:2. This verse, my friends, is more than just a beautiful piece of scripture. It is a testament to the unshaken and unbreakable promise of God's protection. Let us journey back to the time of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. These three men, steadfast in their faith, defied the decree of King Nebuchadnezzar, refusing to bow down to any idol. Their punishment was a fiery furnace, heated 7 times hotter than usual. But they did not falter. They did not fear. They trusted in the Almighty, and he did not abandon them. Their faith was the shield that protected them from the flames. As they were cast into the furnace, a fourth figure appeared, radiant and divine. It was a manifestation of God's presence, a testament to his promise of protection. The fire had no power over them. They walked out unscathed, not a hair singed, their clothes untouched, not even the smell of smoke upon them. This miracle, this divine intervention, is a vivid illustration of God's promise. It's a story that echoes through the ages, a story that reminds us that no matter what trials we face, God's protection is there for his chosen ones. Like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, you too are chosen. You too are under God's divine protection. His promise is not a fleeting whisper in the wind, but a solid rock upon which you can stand. It is unshaken by the storms of life, unbreakable by the fires of adversity. So when you find yourself in the throes of life's battles, remember this. You are not alone. You are not defenseless. You are enveloped in the divine protection of the Almighty. You are embraced by his love, shielded by his power, and guided by his light. God's protection is unshaken and unbreakable, a shield against the flames of life's trials. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the stronghold of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? Psalm 27:1. Let's delve into a story that beautifully illustrates the power of faith. The story of David and Goliath. A young shepherd boy named David, chosen by God, faced a towering giant, Goliath. The odds were stacked against him, the situation seemingly impossible, yet David was unafraid. Why? Because he had an unwavering faith in God's protection. David didn't look at the giant before him with fear. Instead, he looked to God, the creator of all things, the Almighty, who had promised to be his shield. His faith in God's protection was so strong that he declared, "You come to me with a sword, with a spear, and with a javelin, But I come to you in the name of the Lord of hosts, the God of the armies of Israel, whom you have defied." David's faith wasn't merely an abstract concept. It was a living, breathing reality that governed his actions. He faced the giant, not with conventional weapons of war, but with a simple sling and a stone, armed with his unwavering faith in God's promise of protection. And what happened? David, the shepherd boy, defeated Goliath, the seasoned warrior. The giant was no match for God's chosen one. This victory wasn't because of David's strength or skill, but because of his faith in God's protection. David's story is a powerful testament to the strength that faith in God's protection can provide. It shows us that no matter how big the giants we face in life, no matter how insurmountable the challenges may seem, with faith in God's protection we can overcome. The power of faith is transformative. It turns fear into courage, doubt into certainty, weakness into strength. It's the assurance that no matter what we face, God is with us, shielding us, protecting us. With faith in God's protection, no giant is too big, no challenge too great. Remember, God always protects his chosen ones. Give thanks to the God of heaven, for his steadfast love endures forever. Psalm 136:26. As we journey through this life, it's essential to pause, reflect, and immerse ourselves in the profound truth of God's love and protection. The stories and experiences we've shared today serve as a testament to the Almighty's unyielding shield over his chosen ones. Let's take a moment to revel in the divine comfort, the strength that comes from knowing that you are under the watchful eyes of the Creator. This is no ordinary love. This is love that braves storms, conquers fears, and shatters doubts. Now, let us express our heartfelt gratitude. Thank the Lord for his enduring love, for his unwavering protection. His faithfulness is our shield, his love our refuge, and his word our weapon. In every season of life, remember and give thanks. God always protects his chosen ones. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more empowering content. Together, we are stronger. Thank you for watching.